This is my fifth reaction to the warning. I was having a little trouble with YouTube actually. I had reacted to Choke and then they basically blocked the video. They wouldn't even let me show it. Then I appealed it. They rejected my appeal. So then I had no choice but to trim out the music, the video of the warning to publish my video. So some people got really upset because I don't read my description. I said, guys, like I literally had to clip this. I did then put my warning videos on Patreon separately for as like the cheapest price that I can sell them for. But it seems like the problem may be ending because so I just looked at what other reactors are doing that are not getting blocked, and I'm going to react to that. If you want to request something specifically from my page, just click on my link tree here and then click on my request form. And that can help me decide what to react to next. If you guys have a suggestion, you can drop the link in there. It just makes it a lot easier for me. If you want to find all my warning reactions, click on my playlist tab on my page and then just click on the warning, all reaction videos, and here's the list of all the ones I have available right now. And if you notice here, maybe not on that one, I think on Animosity. No, it's on Disciple. Yeah. Under one of my reactions, I linked my Patreon properly. There it is. Patreon. So on my Patreon, I have the unedited version of the ones that I had to trim out, but hopefully that's not a problem going forward. If that's a problem on this video, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. It sometimes takes me hours to create and edit these videos to only find out that I can't publish them. So what I like to do is not stop for the full, this is going to be a 7-minute clip of Dust to Dust / Dull Knives. I don't want to pause until the end, and then I'll go back and point out things that I noticed afterwards. So let me just get this situated in a way where we can all see and everybody's happy and all that jazz. Okay, so much to do. There we go. Like everything has to fit. Sometimes I type, okay? All right, let's go. The warning. The best amazing thing to happen to rock for a long time. And every time I hear a song, I go, oh my God, that's my favorite song by The Warning. Which apparently is a thing. Oh yes, and then The Warning, let me just remember, Danny Pau and Alejandra, Ali, Pau, Paulina, and Daniela. All right, let's go. Wow, that was great. So it was like two songs in one. Oh, so much. Okay. I've reacted to a few of the things in this concert before. First of all, they all look great in this concert. Just awesome. You know, wearing black. It's kind of like dark and mysterious and scary in a way. Not scary, but like, you know, it's like grunge, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but I like it that it's like black. Um, Again, Danny is just so good at embodying the song. I mean, so is, okay, I know it's Ale and Paulina, Alejandra and Paulina, but hold on, I can't memorize anything worse anything. Paulina is drums. Okay, that's what I just wanted to make sure. So, Paulina, so great. Again, so hard to drum and sing at the same time. And she's excellent, and I like what she's doing. So, guys, I am a vocal coach. I teach singing. So I notice a lot of things when I like what they're doing vocally. Behold! See how she's like open, tall mouth. Behold! But see how when Danny starts singing and she's adding the harmony here? Oh my! See how the face is suddenly like, oh, this is what I'm singing about, right? She's 100% into what she's saying. She's committed. And this is how I've seen her throughout this entire concert, through every single song I've listened to. No matter what the song, she's in it. And it's so why it's compelling, you guys. I mean, one, the song's great as it is. The music's great as it is. The rock's great. I don't have to like even justify the rock. But it's, look at this face in this moment. You know, she's singing with intensity. And she's smiling. What I like about Paulina is that she'll be in the song and she'll sing very well, and then you'll also see that she's just having so much fun, that this like element of like, oh my god, this is so fun, is like shining through it all, that I think shows more in her than you see in Danny. Danny's really good at like keeping the character really solidly, and you know she's comfortable, so it's comfortable to watch her. Like you're very comfortable when you watch her because all of them seem the most at ease. Paulina, though, she's just having fun. When she gets into it, she's like, this is the best thing. I can't believe I'm a rock star. This is amazing. Like, I get to do what I love on stage and have all these fans that know my music. Like, she's just, like, loving it. You get to see it. And again, there's just, like, the little choreographical things they do. Like, little, like, you know, body shakes. Like, it's, like, shows the intensity of the, like, guitar vibrato. And, like, these, like, little, like, quick lunge downs. Like, when Danny and Ali go to the front together and kind of like interact a little bit with their like guitar and bass guitar. It's kind of like, you know, rocking out and like big body rolls, not body roll, but like body moves, right? Like, yeah, dipping the guitar down right there. Not necessary for playing guitar, but with that hair flip added and that little move, so good, so captivating. You're like, oh, I just want to keep watching these girls. They're so great, right? I mean, that rocking hair, you know, head banging, it's great. That, intense. I'm playing something intense, so I'm going to show a really intense face. Here they have a more calm face in the low part of the music, right? The music gets low, the music gets simpler in the accompaniment, and it's like this moment of like, wow, clarity, intensity, take it in, calm before the storm. Take it in. Honestly, sometimes when you take a moment to really withdraw, which they all do right there, what it actually does is it brings the audience to you. It's a very interesting effect. So like when you're out and you're performing and you're giving it all and you're being dramatic and you're like out there is such an effect that when you kind of pull it back, you take an internal moment, the audience just goes like this. What? You pulled away from me. I want to pull towards you. It's natural. It's like polarity. It's like human magnetism. It's actually pretty genius. Dust to dust. That's good. Yeah, Paulina on the top. Again. Oh, that time. Yeah. I pointed out how sometimes Paulina will go all the way back like this. Hold on, I gotta get a better angle with my camera so you guys can see it. Okay, she'll be like, I'm like, where am I right now? Okay, she'll be like really dipped back like this. And I said, that's all dramaticism. It's not necessarily for drumming. I mean, yes, you can have a little more strength. I guess if you're going to hit something really hard, you want to wind up a little bit. And they're like, no, it's for her vocal technique. I'm like, no, it's not for her vocal technique. That would actually be, okay, there's a limit. Singing forward, bad, because you're limiting your breathing here. You're limiting your breathing here. You have to expand here, okay? So that's not good either to be leaned forward when you're singing. Now, straight up and down is the best, because you can expand to the front and to the sides. But if you get too far back, you actually limit the amount of vocal power you have because you are arched and you can't expand as much here because of the arch position. And if the ribs start to flare out to sustain that, you actually don't have as much breast support at a certain point. So there's only so much you can, like, yes, go back for the dramaticism of it, but vocally, if you do that too much, it's not to aid the voice. It's going to slightly compromise the voice for the sake of drama, which again, we do it all the time in musical theater. Like when you're singing, if you're like, I dreamed a dream in days gone by, right? So if you just sing it straight up like, I dreamed a dream in days gone by, that's very sung. But if you want to be more dramatic, you might emphasize more the words and less the singing. Like, I dreamed a dream in days gone by when hope was high and life worth living. You know, you're going to have a little more of the words and a little more of the acting and less of the actual just like, I dreamed a dream in days gone by. So singing and acting is always a bit of a choice of whether you're emphasizing just the notes, whether you're emphasizing the words, whether you're going to show more in your face. Because also if you do too much in your face sometimes with vocal technique, depending on where it is in the range, certain vowels, certain consonants can create issues. I mean, it just makes it harder to sing. So you always have to make those choices when you're singing. It's just how it is. Again, Paulina just sneaking smiles. She can't help it. Smiling. She loves it. See Danny's face. Things I can't control it. She has that intensity in the eyes that really draws you in. It's great. It's a great song. It's really good. The harmony, everything. Look, they're always in it. They're always in it. The eyes. The eyes. Technique. Singing to the audience, including the audience in your experience. Anymore! It's expressive. It's good. It's hard. Again, you have a perfect combination of things that make this great. Because I know you guys are like, oh my god, The Warning, I'm obsessed with them, they're so great, whatever. What's not to like? They're pretty girls. They're sisters. They're happy. They're enjoying what they're doing. They're singing good songs. The instruments sound great. The backing track sounds great. The sound production sounds great. The lights are great. They're all great. Like, there's nothing not to like. It's all good. It's all amazing, and I'm really happy for them and their success. And it's really nice to see all of you guys supporting them so much, even with all these reactor channels like me. But yeah, I'm so glad that I'm in this YouTube field now, because I would have never even heard of them probably for a while unless I was in this business. So I'm really happy about that. Definitely want to see them live. I keep saying that, but I like the music a lot, and I think they're great. You don't see many performers like that who can sing and play and give the show and to keep the intensity. And again, I've heard a few things from the Pepsi Center performance now, and every single time they're singing a song, they are into it, they are expressing, they are singing the words with intensity, with drama, with passion, with the right feeling behind their eyes. And it's so perfectly choreographed. And then because they're moving, they're not just standing there either. Because you know what's also really uncomfortable? Is people who just stand in one place and just like play a guitar and look really like deer in headlights. It's very uncomfortable, right? This is like so free, they're so flowing. And again, that's why it's so good to watch. That's why it's entertaining from start to finish, and you never get bored and you don't want to look away, because it's just so well done. And so what I'm going to get into soon is everyone's saying you need to go back to when they were kids and watch the first stuff before they got famous. So I'm going to do that. But again, I would really appreciate if you guys could request things through my form, just because it keeps things very organized for me. Also, if you are able to make donations, that helps a lot. For most of my reaction videos, I don't make any money from them from YouTube, because YouTube gives the money to the artists, which is fair. But it just helps, because again, I'm doing this channel as like a side job on top of everything else I do, and I love it, and I love interacting with you all, and I love that I'm building a community on all the social media. I'm on everything, Instagram and all that, everything, TikTok. But yeah, this is so fun to watch them, and they have great voices. They sing in a great style. It has that, it's great. So I'm excited to see what's coming in the future from them. And again, but yeah, the one that's the most happy is Paulina. She's literally just like happy. She's smiling all the time. I know Danny is happy as well, because she knows that she's good and she's mastered it, and she's extremely confident in her craft. You know that she has worked really hard and she's performing at a very high level. I will say, Ale, who is not a lead singer, to me, she just strikes me as a shyer person. I think she's very good, and I think she does a great job of playing the bass, but I don't gravitate as much to her. So I don't know if it's because she's just not the lead singer, so she doesn't get as much camera time, or whether she's just a little more on the shy side, a little more on the introverted side, and so she's a little bit less. It's not that she's uncomfortable on stage, she just doesn't draw people the way that like Paulina draws people with her like energy. Danny draws people with her intensity. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's like this layer there. So maybe I'm just watching the wrong things. I would love to see if there's a video you could suggest where like Ali really gets featured, because she's really not featured. It's probably because she's not singing the lead. She does a few harmony vocals, and they show her here and there. Dust to dust, her bones, her rust, her weed. See right there? but she looks a little bit like, you know, I don't know. In that moment, she didn't look very captivating. Could be that she's tired. I mean, she's literally playing and running around a stage. I would be exhausted. I'd be like, you know, so they're in really good shape to be able to do this anyway. So that's my only question is like, I'd love to see more. And it could, and honestly, sometimes it's just a personality thing. Like some people just have the personality to like be on stage and captivate it. I have that. I like to be on stage. I like to be in front of people. I like to talk. That's why I do this channel. I like talking in front of people. I like public speaking, but not everybody likes that. So, but the three of them together are just like the perfect group. And I love that they're sisters and they're having fun. That's the best part. They're just sisters having fun. Oh, she looks great there. I'd say right in this like little 5-second clip, Ali looks really strong there. And she looks like very confident in what she's doing. I think they're not giving her that much video time because she's not singing the lead, and that's why I'm reacting that way, just so you know, because I think she is great and very talented. When you're not singing lead, it's harder to watch all the details of what they're doing because it's not about them singing. It's like the backup work, right? Which is beautiful in its own way and so necessary because the three of them together are necessary. Okay, look, here's another good Ali clip, I think, where she looks good. There, that. I like that. In that little clip, she seems very genuine, but I do think she's a little shyer. But she's still very genuine. To me, that's very authentic. Like, she's just being very authentic with herself. Very comfortable. But not overly, like, selling it the way, like, Danny and Pauline are selling it. In different ways. So, again, this is just my opinion. I've only heard 6 things from them. I'm learning every day. I'm learning so much about them. And I'm looking forward to hearing more. I'm only more and more interested in them, by the way. So if I ever make a critique and you're like, no, you don't have to defend them. They're amazing. They're like one of the best things I've seen in a long time. And that's what you guys all believe too. And it's just true. There just hasn't been a band that encompasses all of these things that has such an interesting set of music that they sing and perform. And it's good music too, you know? So that's why. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, I really am happy doing this. So thank you. And if you want to request something specifically, just fill out the form. It's free to fill out the form. If you want to donate, great. Then I like do it sooner usually because it just goes to the top of my list. But if not, don't worry. I will get to it. And plus the suggestions help me because then I know which performances I've overlooked. Because sometimes YouTube, just searching, you don't find what you're looking for. So it really helps when you guys who know the band so much better than me, if you can help me. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.